So, welcome back. It's been a while. Sorry, I apologize if you can hear that in the background. That is the cooler. It is very, very hot, 40 degrees Celsius. And apparently all this week is going to be very hot too. I don't think I'm a summer person. As well as I've got a haircut. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know, but if not, then yes, I got a haircut, as it was one of my goals this year to get a pixie cut because I wanted to try it out, and I have. I'm not sure if I will keep it. I don't think I'll keep it, but I do like having my hair not in my face. Unfortunately, I have broke out a lot. I thought it would help with acne, but I think I've just not been eating the right foods. I had a lot of egg this week, so I think that's why. But anyway, yes, this is my hair. If you're a bigger person and you're going to comment about that, oh, skinny shaming is so much better than being fat shamed or whatever, please move away and click off this video, because this video is not for you. You're welcome to stay and watch, but this video is aimed for people like me. Apologize for starting this year with a rant, but I don't know, I feel like I just have to get it out of my mind, and it's been building up and I have a lot of anger from it. So let's rewind. In school, I don't really care too much about my body or have that much body images. You'll think that's where I would have the most, but I think it's because everyone was changing, everyone was going through puberty, and no one was really commenting on my body at all. So, and I guess my body was kind of that trend, yuck, then, but so that's probably why, as well as I was a really quiet person. So back then I just didn't really talk to much people, so therefore a lot of people thought I didn't even exist. So that's probably another reason why I didn't get a comment. I think I only got 2 comments. One was from a friend and one was from like someone telling me that a person told me something about my body, which is stupid. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? But anyway, I didn't have much body images back then besides my flat chest. I've always been insecure about my flat chest back then, because again, everyone was going through puberty and they were getting their boobs and nice curves, while I was pretty much staying the same. So yes, I was pretty upset about flat chested. But anyway, fast forward again, I started not to care anymore, but then I got this job. Been here 4 years, and ever since I've been here, at least once a week or multiple times a week, someone has mentioned about my body. Now, it's not the point, it's not really like, oh, you're so skinny, that upsets me the most. It's when they mention about food. They're like, oh my god, you're so skinny, you should eat more. Like, if I wasn't eating, I'd be on life support in hospital. It just drives me insane. Like, why do you have to comment? So actually, I was talking to one of my friends that I sit with at lunch, and she said something about, why do people comment on the obvious? Obviously I do eat, but like I am very slim and skinny, and so a lot of people do comment on that, like I'm blind. Why do you have to bring it up? Why do you have to bring it up? I'm pretty sure I have eyes, and yes, I do eat, Karen. I really do eat. It just annoys me, and people are like, oh, maybe they're just jealous. No, because half the people who say these comments aren't even classed as plus size at all, or overweight. And I don't know why I feel like most of the people who are bigger don't really comment on me, probably because they know how it hurts for people to comment on their body type, so they know a bit of an understanding, or maybe we shouldn't say anything. So I think maybe that's why the skinnier people, or the people as a healthy, probably class more as a healthy body weight comment on my body weight is because they never got, I don't know, maybe they did get comments on my body, but like it's most time it's every single day, every week. And the same in the PM shift. I feel like it's worse in the AM though, much worse in the AM, because it's every single week. I can't go without getting a comment about my body, and it really starting to upset me. I mean, it has always upset me getting those comments, especially when they mention about food, that I'm not eating the right amount of food, or I need to eat more, or you need more protein or whatever. Like, I'm trying. I am trying. It really, really hurts. Like, because I am trying to eat more, especially when, like, especially when you're trying to gain weight and you see a little bit of progress, but no one else sees any progress. I understand they don't live with me 24/7, but pretty much, my job, 12 hours, we pretty much live with each other 24/7 because of the long hours, and we always see each other every day. So it's heartbreaking when I'm seeing some progress, but they're not, and then they're commenting on my body like they always have. Like, there's been 3 points in my life where I had eaten more than my stomach could handle, and that wasn't because I wanted to gain weight, that was because I wanted to fit dessert in, but I was too full, but I still wanted to fit dessert in. And guess what? Every time I tried to do that, I vomited or had diarrhea or both. My stomach can't handle big amount of foods at once. So yes, there have been a point in my life where I have tried to eat more in just one sitting, which is not good. You don't do that. That's bad. I have learned from my mistakes. Maybe I haven't if I've done it 3 times, and I'd probably do it again. But my stomach, I have fast metabolism, and my stomach I don't think is that big. Like, I'm very small, I would say, so I feel like my insides are smaller. I heard that they can stretch, but that's not a good thing. You shouldn't be stretching your stomach. But yeah, so it's heartbreaking when you see a little bit of progress, but then those people are just commenting on what you're insecure about. Like, for example, if I see someone, even someone like my size, actually, there is someone at my local shopping center who I see a lot. I don't know her, but I see her a lot, and she's slimmer, very much skinnier than me, and she unfortunately does look like she has an eating disorder. But you know what I say? Nothing. I don't go up to her and say, oh my god, you need to eat more, you're so skinny, or blah blah blah. Yes, I might say horrible things in my mind, but I'm not going to say it out of my mouth. My mind is very horrible. She's horrible. She has said some really nasty stuff about people, even nasty stuff about lovely people. But that's my mind. That's not going to come out my mouth because I know better. I'm better than my mind. So I know not to say those things. As well as she probably has gotten comments that I get, but she probably got more comments because she does look unfortunately sickly. Now, I don't think she's sickly. I think that's just the way she is, because everybody type is different. But I feel like we're in a time now where skinny is seen sickly. It kind of hurts because I have always struggled with being underweight, and now I'm trying to gain more weight. I'm trying to get to 50 kilos. That's my goal currently now. I think I have almost got there, but then I posted about it on my Instagram. I have almost got there, but then I don't know, stress and that got to me. Working long hours, especially this job that I'm doing right now, the production 12-hour job, is one of the reasons that I'm still skinny, because I think that's the main reason holding me back, because we're doing long hours, we're on our feet at that job, and it's just not good for your body. You're aching, you're using a lot of energy just standing up for that long amount of time. It's not good for anybody's body, no matter if you're bigger or smaller, whatever. It's just not good. And so it's just, sorry, this is just a rant, and I'm just getting whatever I say out of my mouth, or whatever's in my head out of my mouth. And actually this week I shut someone up because I'm talking back to people who talk about my weight now. Actually, I shut 2 people up, actually, sorry. First was, I think there was a girl who touched me. She put both her hands around my arm. Oh my god, so skinny. She didn't say it because I shut her up before she said it, because I was not going to deal with that bullshit. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I definitely did frighten her because she was not expected that, because I'm pretty much quiet and don't really talk back. But lately I'm just sick of all this talk about my body. So like, it's my body, not yours, it's none of your business, and I don't have to deal with all these comments. So I'm talking back to people, and I think people are not liking it. Well, good, because now they know how I feel. But anyway, she put her hands around me, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines of, you don't talk about my weight, or something like that. And another girl laughed. I think it was more of a nervous laugh because she told me she didn't understand what I said. I looked at her and said, not funny, something like that, which terrified her, because I ended up working with her and she wasn't sure exactly what happened. She didn't really hear exactly what happened, so she told me I didn't understand, and I told her don't worry about it. So she thought that I was going on to her, but it was actually the other girl who I defended myself from, because again, I don't want to have to live my whole life with not being able to talk back to people who talk about my weight, because it sucks. Like, it just sucks. You wouldn't like it if people keep constantly talking about your weight. Now again, I know it's very multicultural, and in different cultures that there's the whole thing just to talk about your weight, but they're not like in that environment anymore. They kind of have to adjust to this environment, and I want to be braver and want to stand up for myself. My body doesn't have to go through so many comments talking about it, because it makes me feel horrible. And ever since coming to this job, actually, I have not felt good about my body. Again, it's the job that makes me struggle to gain weight. But all these other comments are really not helping me with my self-esteem or the way I look. Like, now I don't really like the way I look and want to change it. Obviously, I want to change it for myself too, but now I feel like I'm going to change it for everyone else. But again, even if I do change it and my body becomes bigger or whatever, there'll be people who will still say I'm skinny, or there might be people that say I'm fat. Like, obviously you can't please everyone, I know. I know I'll never be able to please anyone. And obviously in different countries it's different. I might be seen beautiful in one country, and the next I might seem really ugly. But it just hurts the most, because a lot of these people have beautiful body types. They're gorgeous. They're very feminine body types, while me on the other hand, I'm pretty much like a door. I feel like, well, obviously with the haircut, it just makes me look like a 12-year-old boy. But even with not this haircut and having longer hair, I feel like I have always looked like a 12-year-old boy. No offense, 12-year-old boys, but if you get the idea of what I'm saying. But yeah, so I shut her up and actually felt really proud of myself. She did come to me and apologize, which I'm very thankful for. I tried not to let her apologize, but since she did come up to me and apologize, I did let her apologize. So I feel kind of mean, but I need to remember that I can stick up for myself. And if people start thinking I'm a bitch, then I'm a bitch. I'm just sticking up for myself. Now, the other person who did comment about food. Now, this is the thing I hate, is I hate when you're helping someone and then they have to say something about your body. So we were walking to the lunchroom because it was break. I held the door open for this lady, and I don't know why, but I don't know, maybe she saw my arm or something, or my bony hands, and say, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she did mention about food. You need to, like, oh my god, your hands are so bony, or you're so slim or something, you need to eat more. That pissed me off to a point that I grumbled something under my breath. I don't remember what it was, but then I shouted, shut up, while I was walking fast in front of her, because she's really slow walker, like extremely slow walker. So yeah, and I don't know if that offended her or whatever, or she got the idea, but I think it might have, because she's not talking to me at all. She's not going past me saying hello or anything. Again, I have no idea if it even registered in her brain or anything, but I said shut up. She probably thought that was rude. Well, I think you commenting about my body and saying that I need to eat more or not eating enough is very rude. Like I helped you open the door and you're gonna have to say something about that. Like, she's very short, so I could, like, extremely short, like I could have said something about her shortness, that she's so short, you should get surgery to make yourself taller because I don't like the way you look, something like that. She wouldn't like that. I don't know, well, she's an older lady, so she probably don't care, but again, deep down, she probably doesn't like that if I comment about her height. And so yeah, is everyone of different body types commenting about me? Why I don't know, how come I'm the younger one, but I'm more mature than everyone else? Like, I know when to shut up. I know, yeah, my mind might say something really horrible about some people, because sometimes it does say some really horrible things about people. Sometimes, a lot of times, it does say really horrible things about people's weights. And again, you know what I do? Nothing. Because I'm better than my mind. I'm not going to go up to this bigger person and be like, oh my god, you're so fat, you should stop eating burgers, you fatty. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go up to someone and do that. So why are you all coming up to me and doing that? Again, people think skinny shaming isn't real, because apparently everyone wants to look skinny, but I don't think that's really true, because at least not my skinny. People want to look skinny but still have the curves and look very feminine with the big butt, tiny waist. They're talking about that skinny and not my skinny, because my skinny is too skinny. Yes, I'm underweight and I don't like the way I can see my bones, especially my hands are very bony. Like my best friend, she has lovely hands. Her hands are very smooth, while my hands are like very long and bony. And even if I put a lot of weight on, I don't think they'll change anyone's hands. Like, I don't think, same with a bigger person, if they have, like, I don't know, something with their hands, it probably won't change their hands or feet. I don't know if there's logic or anything behind that, but I don't think my hands will change. I don't know if there's exercises to do for hands that make them bigger, but yeah, I don't think the hands and feet will change, but I'm hoping other things will change. Besides that, I have been seeing a bit of progress, which I guess is the main thing. As long as I'm seeing progress, it's just having to go through these comments every single week and dreading going into work, because I at least know once a week or multiple times a week I'm going to get someone that comments on my body. Even if it's a slight thing, it's still about my body. Like, just don't stop. Maybe that skinny friend doesn't like being skinny. I have been seeing kind of progress in my body. Now again, I don't know if it's my hair, but I feel like my shoulders have gotten a lot broader. Again, I don't know if that's the hair making me look broader or whatever, but I feel like my shoulders have gotten broader. I've been trying to practice my planks every day, or at least when I have time to or feel like that. And at work, I've been practicing my push-ups. So I feel like that has helped. I feel like the planks have actually helped most. And it's something simple, but what I learned from exercising is that the simple exercises are the ones that are most beneficial. They seem simple. What I mean by simple is they seem simple, but they're actually really hard. Like, doing planks seems simple, but the longer you do it for, the harder you feel. I try to do it like, 4 sets of 1 minute, and even 1 minute feels like a long time when you're doing a plank. So I've been trying to do that, and I feel like it has been helping, because again, I feel like my shoulders have gotten broader. No, actually they have, because today I went to the gym. Today, which is my first time back this year, I haven't been for a while, and I put on my sports bra, and normally when I first had it, I think I had the clips, how there's 3 clips. I had to go to the, what's it called, the tightest clip when I first got it, but then I eventually got to the middle clip. But now when I put it on, the middle clip was still very tight around here. So then I had to go to the last clip. So obviously I am gaining weight or muscle in places that I just didn't really register until when I look in the mirror. I'm like, whoa, actually I have gained weight. Oh, whoa, actually my body type is looking a little bit different, which I'm very proud of myself. Obviously I still have a long way to go, and I haven't been to the gym for a while, so this gym session with my PT absolutely killed me. I could feel that I need to build up a lot more strength again, because when you don't do it for a while, I think you lose a lot of strength. As well, it was a very hot day today. That's another reason why I was struggling a lot. 1, because I wasn't there for a while, and two, it was a hot day, and it was in the morning, but it was still pretty warm. So yeah, like, people who go to the gym have a lot of discipline, because it's hard. It's not easy. Obviously the more you go, the more you can build muscle, and the more you feel better with the workout. The less you go, the more you can feel it really hurts, even doing a simple exercise. I don't think we did that harsh today. Today we did just some squats, some push-ups, or practice the push-ups. I'm still not really there yet. I can do it when like the table is like here, but if it's like low to the ground, I still can't do it. But I have been getting closer to being able to push myself up. Done some little ring rows, which are kind of like pull-up things, and bike. That's pretty much all we did. But and the squat with the, I don't know what they're called, but the bowls with, I still don't know a lot of the exercise terms, but the bowl where you kind of do a squat and then you throw it up and then you catch it, that one. And that's all we did, but it felt so, and we did do sit-ups, which made me feel so sick. I think because I haven't done it in a while, and maybe because of the weather, it made me feel so sick that I thought I was going to vomit walking to my car. So yeah, you can feel when you haven't done exercises for a little. I think it wasn't that harsh. I don't think any of those exercises were that harsh, but it was just still a lot. So I need to work on my exercises more. I would love to, this year, if I can, I really hope I can, is do my gym room. And I'm thinking lately, I know I said join pole classes for one of my goals, but because I have built up with so much anger from people just talking about me, is that, or my weight really, is that I'm thinking about doing boxing classes, because I've been so close to, well, punching people in the face. I mean, ever since I've been there, I think people have annoyed me. I don't know, I'm just not really a people person unless I want to hang around with certain people. So I was so close to punching people in the face, which I don't want. So I feel like doing boxing classes, I can get my anger out. And I have heard it's good exercise too, and it's kind of self-defense too. So I'm thinking about doing that instead. But anyway, I have to see. But oh my god, anyway, this video again, I don't know really what to take from this video. It's just something I just needed to rant. Really, I just needed to rant. But the true thing is that everyone wants something they don't have. So maybe the people who have been commenting on my body weight are jealous But I don't think they're really jealous when they mention about food. I think there's only once or twice where I actually had people say they wish they looked like me, but everyone else commented about my food. Like, they're more concerned about me, I guess, than jealous. And I understand maybe you are concerned, and that's good that you care, but like, I think you could do a little bit of better approach. Like, have you eaten today? Would have been so much better than saying, oh my god, you need to eat more, or you're so skinny, you don't eat enough. Like, that's horrible. But saying, have you eaten today, sounds so much politer than saying what they're all saying. Like, if I were to say the things back to them about their weight or something they might be insecure about, they wouldn't like that. They wouldn't like that. So why are you doing it to me? But anyway, obviously I'm going to have to build a bigger skin, because there will probably always be people that say stuff about me. I just hope that eventually I can get the body type I want. But genetics plays a really big thing with that, and again, my job is very physical. Even with standing up for a long time, it's still very physical, which means it's harder to gain weight. So I really hope in the future I can gain weight and gain the body type I want. I want to become more muscular, like more muscle. I want to look stronger. I feel like I look weak. Again, that could be because I'm skinny, but I feel like I look weak. Obviously, I have felt myself becoming a bit stronger every day. I just need to practice my exercises more and be more disciplined with them, because sometimes I just don't do them. And it's actually really hard work doing exercises and going to the gym. I didn't really realize until today, after I haven't been for a very long time, that damn, people who do the gym every single day, they have some super strength, because not everyone can do that. I wish I could do that, but again, I'm working 12-hour days. I could fit it in, but then I'd have less sleeping time and less time to cook something. Normally I do food prep, but sometimes I haven't eaten all the food. See, I do eat. So sometimes I have to cook, and that sometimes is a little bit of time. So yeah, so I'm hoping in the future I can get a different job. I would love a job where it's more lifestyle balance, like work-life balance, like not 12 hours. I'm not doing a 12-hour day work again, unless it's something that I really want. I've been applying for other jobs. I know some people in my family say don't. You should settle down with what you have, because a lot of my family members, I think, have been in their job for 30 years or plus, but I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be stuck in this job forever, or 30 years or whatever. To me, that's so long. Some people in this job have been there like 12 years or more longer, and it's just, I can't do that. I can feel myself struggling now with these hours, because this week, on Thursday, I woke up so tired that I ended up not planning to not go into work. So I went back to bed, but then I got a call. I didn't answer the call, but I'm like, might as well come in. So I texted, sorry, I slept through my alarm, which I didn't. The alarm came up. I ate breakfast, but then went back to sleep because I was just so tired. But then I'm like, okay, might as well just go in, because I already had a doctor's certificate, I think, for the following week or whatever. So I didn't want to look like I'm not wanting to come in. Obviously, if I could, I'll never go back into that place again, but I need the money. And as well as, if this job was 8 hours, we wouldn't be making that much. The only reason we make more is because of the 12-hour long shifts. If it was 8 hours, I wouldn't be surviving on this job. But oh my god, so I really hope that I can get something in the future, something that's more life balance, so that I can live the lifestyle I want. because I see all these other people living this cool lifestyle, obviously still having jobs, but they have a little bit of time either before the job or after the job to go to a gym or whatever, or do yoga and that. So I really want to have that lifestyle. That's what I'm wanting. Again, there's nothing really to bring from this video. It's just, I just needed to rant, and I just needed to get it off my chest before I do scream at someone. I probably will still scream at someone, but I'm starting to talk back to people. I feel more confident now with talking back to people. And if people want to call me a bitch, they call me a bitch. I don't care. I'm just like, isn't the main thing is just I show up, because I'd rather never show up to the place, but I show up, do my thing and go home, and that's the way it should be. I shouldn't have to deal with like all these comments and all that. This is from my experience. I don't know how to say this without being offensive. I hope I'm not coming over offensive, but this is just my experience. I know everyone has a different experience, but what I notice is a lot of people are scared to say comments about bigger people. For what I've seen, people say, not saying being bigger is bad or anything, but what I've seen is that people would say so many amazing things about this bigger lady or bigger person, and then they look at me and say, you need to eat more, or you don't eat enough, or something like that, something harsh like that. I'm like, why can't we be treated equally? Why can't you say nice, beautiful things about that lady, but also beautiful things about me? Like, it hurts. It really hurts. They don't understand that everyone have body images. If you're going to comment on my body, it hurts. It really hurts, especially if I'm struggling to gain weight, or I say that I'm trying to gain weight and they don't believe me, or they say, oh, you need to eat more, like I don't eat. Like, why do you have to be like that? And yes, I know I'm skinny and whatever, but why also comment on the obvious? Like, I'm skinny. Obviously I do eat, but let's say I'm skinny and someone just says, wow, you're so skinny. Yeah, I know, I'm not blind, I know I'm skinny. But why can't I be treated equally? Like, it hurts. I know people say, well, I'd rather much be skinny, but not my skinny. Again, I don't think when people say they want to be skinny, they're thinking about me. Because if they look at me and be like, no, they don't want to be that skinny because I don't have any of the curves. I really wish, I really hope, I don't know again with genetics, but in the future, if there's a way with naturally getting more curves, I would. But yeah, so sometimes I'm thinking about just getting a boob job so it looks like I have more weight on me. But again, there's a lot of things that come with being a doing boob jobs and all that, and it just seems really scary. I have actually put, I actually had got, what's it called, water balloons, and tied them around me and to see what I would look like with boobs, and I look so good. I look so good. It looks like I put on weight, and obviously I'd done it a bit too big, so it wouldn't be my size, but I look so much better and I look so much more feminine. I think, again, I don't really look very feminine. To me, I don't think I look very feminine, which kind of upset me a little bit because I see these lovely, I mean, I guess I can pass both ways, but again, I see these people with these beautiful curves that look amazing, and then there's me, who looks like a 12-year boy. And again, people are commenting on that, and I already feel insecure about that, so when they're commenting, it just makes my mind more angry. And obviously, I can't always let people comment, like, obviously I can't always let their comments get to me, but when it's like all the time, it's hard not to. I don't care about comments online. Comments online, I don't give a shit, because I don't know those people, they don't know me, but it's when comments in person that affect me. So you can comment whatever about me, it doesn't really affect me, but in person, if you comment about that in person, that's when it affects me, especially people who I see every day. If it's maybe one person I don't see every day, I might not care much, or I might care a little bit, but probably not as much as the people who are always commenting and I'm always with. So yeah, Again, I know the people that say they're jealous, but I feel like they're not saying it in a way that's jealous. They're saying it in a way that they think that I'm anorexic. And I have actually got that comment online before. I'm not anorexic. I do eat. I'm just underweight. I have a small stomach. I fast metabolism, which I guess is all a blessing, but this is not the body type I always want. I want to be more feminine. I want to look more feminine, or more masculine. So I guess I more want to look like a man, but in a feminine way, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just want to look stronger. I guess that's the main thing. I just want to look stronger. I'm so sick of looking weak, or everyone thinking I'm looking weak. So I want to be stronger for myself. Now, again, there's nothing really to take from this video besides just like, you don't know what are people insecure about. Now, from now on, I will be talking back to people and probably hurting their feelings, but if they're going to talk to me, especially if they're going to do it multiple times a day, I'm going to do it back to them. And again, I will offend people, but then they'll know how I feel. But at the end of the day, everyone's going through something. Most people are insecure about their body, or have body image issues, or something along the lines, or they want to look like this but they look like that, or maybe they're struggling to lose weight or gain weight. So everyone is going through something. So why do you have to comment about their body, especially when it's something obvious? Like, you don't come up to someone and be like, you're fat or you're skinny. Like, most of the time they know, and they're working on it because that's what they want to do, because they want to change their body. They don't want to always look like this. Again, my mind has said some horrible things about people, even really lovely people, whatever it's about their weight or something about them. But again, I'm brave enough, or I'm stronger than my mind not to say those things, because I know how it hurts me, so I know how it will hurt them. But yeah, so I don't know what this video is for. It's just a rant that I really needed to get out, because I feel a lot of anger building up in me, and I just needed to rant and talk to someone, or talk to the camera about it, because it's been making me mad. But I do feel so much better talking about it now. I feel like I have let some anger out, or whatever was in here building up out now. I feel so much better. So maybe I just needed the rant, and I'm doing this video because maybe someone is similar to me in my shoes and can relate. So, but anyway, we are all beautiful in our own body, whether you want to change what your body looks like or don't. We're all beautiful, and we're all working to better ourselves, whether it is exercising or eating or none of that and something else, maybe a better mindset. All that we are working every single day. We are working to change ourselves for the better. And most of the times people just don't see that, and because it's in here eternally instead of externally, so a lot of people don't see that. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure 90% of the people are working on their self, or 90% of the people out there are working on their self, whatever they look like or who they are working on their self. No matter old or young, they're working on their self. Now, I'm sorry again to start this year off with a rant, but oh my god. But anyway, I have actually been working on a story. I'm hoping, I didn't write it in my, I forgot to write it in my goals for this year, but I'm working on a story. I'm currently doing the draft now. I think I'm halfway through. I thought writing a story was easy. I was going to do a comic, but that was just taking way too long, so I thought, okay, I'll write a story because it would be easier. Turns out writing a story is not easier and does take a long time. I've been planning on this story for, I think, 4 years now. 4 years now, I think. I started it when I was still living in my parents' house. It was originally like a comic, but then I changed it halfway through, so maybe that's kind of why it dragged a little bit. And as well as I needed the motivation, as well as working 12 hours days, I don't really get a lot of time to work on it. So every weekend I've been trying to at least do a chapter, and so again, I don't want to rush it, so I'm still trying to take my time, but I've been trying to do at least every weekend do a chapter of it, and I hope that I can finish at least a draft this year. I don't care if I don't get it published this year, but I at least want to finish the draft, and then maybe next year I can get it published or work on getting it published and all that. I really want to finish it this year and then share it with everyone. I would love to sell it if I could. That would be awesome. My original goal was actually to make an animation, but that's a lot of money, and again, I work in 12-hour days. I don't have time to be sitting behind the computer that long, and as well as I get motion sickness a lot, so if I'm on the computer I feel too long, I feel very sick and headache, so that's why I stopped animation, which is sad. I wish I could, but I can't deal with like the constant headache or the constant motion sickness with it being on there. And when I'm doing something, I feel like I have to finish it, and animation was always like that. And I wasn't good at animation anyway, because I was still very much a beginner, but I pretty much stopped and thought, okay, what can I do that's like animation but storytelling? So I thought of a comic. I thought that would be so easy and quick. Turns out, no, that is long, very long. So now I'm doing a novel, which is still taking a long time, but it's definitely a lot easier than doing a comic, because the comic you have to draw the pages and all that, as well as I feel like the dialogue is a bit hard to do in a comic, but in a novel is better. Again, I never read a novel before, so it might be bad, but it's just something I really wanted to do in my life, is just write a story. Again, maybe in the future I could make it in an animation if I can find the right resources and have the right time and get people to help me, but for now it's just something I'm only working on, so it's a novel. So I really hope I can get that done this year. Again, I just want to finish the draft. I don't care if it's like done completely, because obviously I do still need to go back and fix mistakes. There's a lot of spelling mistakes, I know. Some of the characters don't even have names yet, so I left it blank. So that's what I've been working on behind scenes. So I have been doing something, I just haven't been really filming YouTube videos. But anyway, I'm not sure exactly when I will be back doing the weekend vlogs. I hope I can do them soon. But again, it's just been really hot that all I have really been doing is staying inside writing my story, because oh my god, we're in the summer currently and it's just been really hot and too hot. Even going to the shops, the car just turns into a sauna, even with the cooler on. The cooler feels like it doesn't work very well lately, so that's not good. But yeah, because I am thinking about doing like the girls trip is what I want to do. I'm thinking about doing that soon, but I don't want to do it when it's boiling hot, because the drive I think is like an hour drive, and I don't want all of us to be stuck in a boiling hot car. So I have to look at like the weather and all that. But anyway, I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I will be back, I promise. Not exactly sure when, but I will be back. But anyway, I'm Jasmine, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!